Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm an elementary school teacher who works from home. It's easy to get distracted or think, I'll just do it later. But I don't do that. Okay, sometimes I do. But I'm now at the point where I can get all of this done in one day. And you can too. Here's how to increase your productivity to work smarter, not harder. Do you ever find that sometimes you give yourself all day to do something, and what do you know? It took all day. This is Parkinson's law. Work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. If we give ourselves all day, it takes all day. That's why we think, or we've taught ourselves, that we work better when we do things last minute or procrastinate because we have a short amount of time to get things done. And so we do. I read up on Atomic Habits by James Clear. I've read so many productivity articles. So here are 15 ways to actually increase productivity, not just hacks. These are techniques rooted in real principles. Small habits become your lifestyle. Also remember, we are not machines and every person is different. I have found that I am the most productive early in the morning, but some of you might be most productive at nighttime. You need to figure out what time works best for you and try to do your most deep, focused work during those hours. Try not to run errands outside, but really focus on the task at hand during those hours where you feel most refreshed. Number 1, design your environment for success. James Clear says, environment is the invisible hand that shapes human behavior. Do you want to write more? Then put a notebook right next to your bed so it's easily accessible. Do you want to eat healthier? Then make sure your fridge is stocked with meal preps or food that's going to nourish your body. Design your space to make the good habits the easy ones. Number 2, the 2-minute rule. A habit must be established before it can be improved. If starting feels overwhelming, shrink it down. Work out for 2 minutes. Write one sentence. Start ridiculously small and see how your momentum builds. If I put a 2-minute timer up, it's encouraging to see how many pages I was able to read in those 2 minutes, and then I want to keep going. Or maybe you spent those 2 minutes scrolling through social media, but at least you know, okay, I got my 2 minutes in, let's move on. Less context switching. Anytime you're leaving the room to go do something else, it's really tiring your brain and you're not able to focus on the task at hand. If you're completing a task for work and then you start fixing your curtains and then you do your laundry, then you come back to do some work, you're putting yourself in different contexts. Sometimes multitasking is unavoidable, and I'm all about being efficient with our time, but if you can wait to complete a task before moving on to the next, that's going to be helpful in staying focused. Next is habit stacking. After current habit, I will do the new habit. If you already have a habit of doing something, piggyback on habits you already have with a new habit that you want to do. For example, after I make my protein breakfast, I'll read while eating my food. So I've been making protein packed breakfasts, and thank you to Kettle and Fire for sponsoring this video. If you haven't tried this before, it tastes like a rich broth and it's packed with nutrients. You can drink it straight from the container, but I like to warm it up in a mug. I've also shared in my other video how you can also add it to your rice to add protein, but today for my protein packed breakfast, we're going to make egg drop soup. So I add the Kettle and Fire bone broth into a pot, and then we're going to whisk 2 eggs. Then you get the cornstarch slurry ready to go. Once your bone broth starts to boil, we're going to stir in the cornstarch slurry and then stir everything up to ensure it's nicely incorporated. And then it's time to add our eggs. You can do it slowly, and you want to make sure you're stirring as you go so it creates little ribbons. This Kettle and Fire bone broth has 19 grams of protein plus my 2 eggs. That's a total of 31 grams of protein for breakfast. To learn more about the benefits of bone broth and to grab this liquid gold, click the link in my description and you can use code MAYALEE20 to get 20% off. Since I've gotten into the habit of eating breakfast, pairing reading while eating is allowing me to create this new habit. Number 5 is setting a finish line and not a timeline. Don't say, I'll work for 2 hours. Say, I'll write 500 words. So you want to focus on the outcomes and not just the time that's being spent. Because if you say, I studied for 12 hours, but you only read 2 chapters, then really we're not being efficient with our goals. James Clear points out, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Even when I'm editing my YouTube videos, I tell myself, okay, I'm going to get to the 5-minute mark in my video before I take a break, rather than let me edit for the next 30 minutes. Number 6, use temptation bundling. You want to combine something you need to do with something you want to do. So work on your presentation while listening to your favorite playlist. I also like to listen to music while I'm doing laundry. It makes laundry a lot more enjoyable because I'm attaching something I love with
Google,
something I don't really love.
Play Is This Love by XG.
Alright, playing XG on Spotify.
I listen to my favorite artists or playlists while doing chores or doing things that aren't as exciting. Number 7, have a system to time block or write things down. We are very forgetful people. I forgot what I did yesterday, so you need to write things down and gauge about how long you need to finish a task. I like to use time blocking on my Google Calendar, or you can also use X-Tiles. There are so many different ways to track all the things that you need to do. Number 8, don't break the chain. I find that when I pre-plan things such as a workout, I want to make sure I have a goal for myself, such as I'm going to work out 3 times a week every single week. And I start to have it all on my calendar, and I don't want to break the chain. If I've been consistent, I don't want to mess it up this week. Number 9, give your task a ridiculously easy starting point. Starting is 90% of the battle. So you need to decide, I'm going to open my laptop. I'm going to write 1 sentence. Although some of the high school students that I oversee will tell me they started on their essay and then all they did was write their name and the date. I get it, you started, but at least try to get 1 sentence in. Number 10, change your input equals change your output. Your outcomes are a lagging measure of your habits. So if you're always distracted, you need to check your inputs. Turn off your sound notification, mute your notifications, and curate an environment so it feeds your focus and you're setting yourself up for success. I usually like to put my phone face down so then I know, okay, if I really need something, my phone is right here, but I'm not going to get distracted every few minutes from a notification. I think a win for you today is that you even clicked on this video and you want to be more productive and you're taking steps to better yourself. Now make sure you not only listen, but you also take action. Number 12, in alignment with number 2, the 2-minute reset. If you're feeling overwhelmed, take 2 minutes to reset. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, reopen your task with fresh eyes. You've got this, and just keep moving forward. I like to tell myself, life is hard, but so are you. Number 13, plan ahead. If you say, I'm going to work out this week or I'm going to eat healthy, you need to plan for that to happen and you need to know who, what, when, and where are you going to do this. So create a workout schedule and put it on your calendar. Buy fruits and veggies at the grocery store. Do the things that are going to make you successful. Number 14, build a power down routine. James Clear reminds us that ending strong matters too. So each day, clean your workspace and prepare for tomorrow so that you can start quickly. Also, make sure you have a cutoff and a deadline. I used to be able to work non-stop because I work from home. It felt like, well, I can just keep going. But lately, I've been trying my best to just stop everything at 5 o'clock. Number 15, also forgive yourself for bad days. James Clear says, missing once is an accident. Missing twice is the start of a new habit. So if you slip, just reset fast, get into it, start again the next day. Don't say, oh, well, I messed up and now this whole week is done, because you're just creating new habits that you don't want. Let me know in the comments below which tips really resonated with you. And if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye!